Okay, it's 1:09, Friday. I don't have to work today. My girlfriend's at Alice in Chains concert. She offered to let me, buy me a ticket and for me to go with her. She had this planned for weeks in advance. But I'm not a big fan of crowds and everything, so I turned her down. And I'm kind of missing her, so I can't sleep. Because I can't go to sleep without her being in the bed beside me. I know you guys probably by now, since I'm probably going to post this in the morning, have already seen the one video that I made earlier yesterday. I think it would be yesterday. Yeah. Earlier yesterday. And I don't like coming off like a bitch. I really don't. And I know that it's gonna upset people and whatnot, the video that I made, because the topic of religion always does. People often say that you should always avoid religion and politics. And that's so true. You really shouldn't talk about either one, because no matter what, you're gonna upset someone. And I realized just because one woman didn't like something about me, it wasn't necessarily about her religious views or whatnot, even though that's still the conclusion I always jump back to. And I apologize for... No, I don't apologize. You know what? I'm not apologizing for religious zealots. I'm just gonna stop making this video entirely. Because this is just going negative again. I don't want to go negative. No. Okay, you know what? Let's start over again. Let me tell you about my day today. And I know, for Christ's sake, you guys are going, Ari, please don't tell us anymore. We can't take it, we can't be there for you. We want to, we'll give you all the moral support we can. And, you know what, I get that. I do. And this woman, she really got to me. Because now every time I see a customer walk up to the deli case, and they bring their cart around, because it's kind of like you have the store and then you have that little enclosed area or whatever with the cases and whatnot, and they'll bring their carts in, and they may be looking at bread or whatnot, and I'll go to greet them and ask if they need anything, and I'll be like, hello and welcome to, better not say that on camera, but and how can I help you today, and if you have any needs, that I'll be more than happy to help you. And there were some people today that just kind of looked at me and looked at the bread and, went away, or I asked if I could help them and they just kind of took a U-turn, and I'm like, oh my god, it's because I'm transgendered, isn't it? I didn't say this out loud, but you know what? Honestly, people did that stuff before, before I ever even did anything, so it's just, yeah, that one woman, she's in my head a little. And I don't like that, because that's kind of like, she's winning, and it's not about winning or losing, but I don't like it when people get to me that badly. And it's just one person. It's not like, if this gets to me, what about the rest of the world? What about when, I actually deal with some real up-in-your-face bigotry or hatred? And what am I going to do? Crumple into a ball? I can't do that. And of course, the thought always creeps back in your head. Well, you don't have to do this, You can always go back. But then, that's quickly just quieted by, what would I be going back to? So that quickly becomes eliminated even as an option after I logically think about it. Because, yeah, people will say stuff. That's inevitable. People fear what they don't understand. And people fear minorities. And the sad thing is, every group is a minority. Just don't realize it. Even when it comes to something as big as religion, you think all those people are normal deep down inside and that they don't have some variation or some weird interest or whatnot that doesn't make them what would be considered in everyone else's eyes deviant, and therefore they have to keep it under wraps? Of course they do. We all have those little quirks. But that's not the topic I want to cover either. I guess the topic that I want to cover is that you can't let fear stop you. I mean, if you are afraid every time you get dressed up and you want to go out and you reach for that doorknob and you stop, or every time you want to tell one of your friends and you worry about what they're going to say and then you stop, think about what I'm going through right now. And yes, it takes a lot of bravery. I won't even deny that. Half the times, I think I'm loco for even doing this shit. You know? I should have took my time, got rid of all the facial hair, taken hormones, strapped my little, strapped them back and slowly, But, I mean, I think a lot of people get to a point in their lives where they just get tired of it. Tired of having to live on the in-between. Tired of having to suffer the duality of both genders when only one truly fits. And trying to compensate by seeing how far you can take what you need to take in order to feel normal, until the point where it doesn't feel normal anymore, and then you have to go to the next step. So, after gradual steps, this is the point that I'm at now. But anyway, so, yeah, today I was just, every time a customer wanted to look at me or didn't need something, I thought it was because I was transgender. You know what? And even if that's the case, it doesn't affect my paycheck. And I could get fired. I don't think I'm going to. If they were going to fire me, they would have done it by now. But anyway, I am okay. Just if something pisses me off, I'm going to rant about it. So there's Ariana Lynn Fails saying thank you. I know the last couple days have been really, really turbulent, and I know you're thinking that I'm acting totally out of character. And just consider the circumstances at hand. And I am okay. So I love each and every single one of you. Now if I could just get this bitch shut up.